Hello and welcome to the All Night Gamers Podcast, episode 278. Hi, hello, hi. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining us for another edition of the show. How we doing? Even though we've been on a call for
Good.
half an hour already.
Yeah, it happens. Usually we have Cooper to blame, though.
Yeah. This time we're just being lackadaisical. We got a shorter show this week, so doesn't matter that much.
It's still going to end up being a 2-hour show.
Yeah, right. Um, yeah. Hell, I already burned all my small talk between softball and spaghetti.
True.
Um, Oh, we unfortunately did not get Ghibli Museum tickets. I fucked up and was 10 minutes late to them dropping, and they were all sold out. The entire month worth of tickets was sold out before I got there.
That's insane.
And
Dude,
well,
that's
it
a
wasn't
travel
sold out
problem.
in 10.
Like,
It wasn't sold out in 10 minutes, but when I got on the website 10 minutes after they went up, I was 18,000th in the queue. So, I didn't think it was going to be quite that big of a deal, but I was wrong. So that
it's
blows. Yeah, Jules pretty bummed about it. I'm kind of bummed about it too. I wanted for that for her. So we are going to do some other Ghibli things instead.
Isn't there like a Ghibli theme park?
Um,
Walk walk through attraction? I don't know.
that might be at
I'll
the
look at this
same
on that. Oh,
place.
okay, don't
But there's like
don't mention
obviously a
that
couple
if it is.
shops, and apparently there's
Yeah,
this one bakery that does like custom Totoro cream puffs. So we're gonna try to get one of those. Yeah,
nice.
but kind of a bummer.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's like the first thing we've hit in our planning thus far that we're like, oh, we literally can't, even if we wanted to.
It will not let us.
Yeah.
I mean, that's crazy how full it was, but from the photos, it doesn't look very big.
No, it's like an hour or 90-minute kind of thing. Um, they had 4 time slots in a day. Why is my mic peaking so hard? My mic is just working better all of a sudden. Let me turn that down. Sorry if I've been exploding your speakers. Um, Yeah, they had 4 time slots in a day: 10, 12, 2, and 4. And that kind of showed you how long it was because, like, at most, you'd spend 2 hours there. And that's it if you're really doing all the stuff. Every single thing. Oh, well.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah. Jewel also reminded me that we can't take pictures in the Nintendo Museum, which sucks.
Time to buy some meta glasses.
If I didn't hate Facebook with every bone in my body.
Right.
But you need
I
the
mean,
meta glass that can't be recognized as meta glasses.
well, at this point, I think Google Glass would probably fit that, but that's what 10-ish years ago. Quality of a camera that small.
And also, not to
And
mention,
it's
completely
also
dead and unsupported.
well, okay, but that do you know how little that narrows it down for Google?
Fair, but we're talking specifically about cameras you could wear on your head discreetly.
Yeah, I feel like if someone had an actual answer that wasn't, oh, but look, I've got the meta glasses for 300. We would know about it by now. That's that. That's kind of stuff you just hold to yourself, so it's not everyone knows about it and it gets banned from everywhere.
True. All right, let's get right into it. GTA 6 is getting an extended look not this Thursday. I keep thinking it's this Thursday, August 27th. So 2 weeks from this coming Thursday. It is exclusive to Netflix for 6 hours. So
Oh,
Do they feel proud of that?
I don't know, but what I do know
well,
is that it's going to go up at the same time, whether they like it or not, and they're gonna have an army of people copyright striking things for 6 hours.
Yeah. So 2K must be getting a lot of money, but also it's to remind the people who don't play games, hey, the one game you'll play is coming out.
Wait, you mean Rockstar? You said 2K.
And they're all the same.
They're all the same. The, the
I don't know.
non-gamer companies.
I shouldn't say that about Rockstar. Rockstar's pretty cool. Red Dead Redemption and all that stuff. Yeah.
I'm thinking of their other name, which is Take-Two Interactive.
I see.
That's where I got 2K from. Because
They're still your non-gamer friend's favorite gaming company.
yeah, that's got to be what this is, right?
I just don't understand why Netflix went 6 hours. Yeah, like nobody's buying Netflix to watch it 6 hours early.
I mean, you'd be
You-
surprised.
You'd be
I would be
surprised.
surprised.
I'm probably a little upset because I know I
See,
am.
if you were a reaction channel, Cameron, you would buy Netflix to get your reaction up immediately.
Well, like when it goes live on YouTube, so it's not
Yeah, so you're not
copyright strike.
striked, but yeah.
Yeah, that would suck. Oh, I've got it first, guys. Copyright striked.
Right, but I promise you reaction channels will do that.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, but they're all faking it anyways. Like, how many reaction channels actually are general or like genuine? Um, especially with something that big.
Please send me a
Uh,
copy, Rockstar.
I could just be a hater, which is valid.
You definitely are a hater, at least to some extent, because you're on this show, and that's like the two things we're known for is being haters and being stupid. Yeah, I mean, I am starting to get to the point with GTA 6 where I cannot wait for it to be out and for the Game Awards to happen so that we don't have to talk about it anymore.
True.
It's becoming that like it's getting talked about so much and is in every headline, and like, to be fair, it is literally the most anticipated video game basically ever, I think. Like,
Certainly up there.
unless there's a specific Call of Duty that I just am not recalling to be like there. I can't think of another game that's been talked about like this.
No, it's definitely this. But
But even
I
then,
think
dude,
this
I'm still kind of over it.
I think this isn't a game, is a league where it doesn't matter if it sucks. But also, I think GTA games already play the same, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's like
Go to the next mission, have okay gun gameplay that the only good gun is the shotgun.
yeah, have good gameplay, but except for the fact that you have to tap the A button repeatedly to run instead of clicking the stick like every other game for some reason. Um, and yeah, I was literally talking to Aaron about this before the show. So like, I don't want to hate on GTA 6, especially before it's even out, because I don't want to seem to just be the contrarian that like, oh, I actually don't like this game. But like, isn't this just gonna be GTA 5 but like bigger? Like how GTA 5
That's
was
the
GTA
hope.
4 but bigger? Like it's the same thing. New city, new characters, but you're
But
going to be involved in breaking the law in various ways. And it's mostly going to be driving around stealing guns and money and
they
killing people.
they didn't even have the balls to create a theme park You know, like big game
If they had
set in
made a
Florida,
theme park, would you have
no
bought the
theme
game?
park.
Would you be
No,
planning to buy it?
but I would not. But like, it's Florida. Like, what do you mean you aren't having a theme park?
Maybe they'll
You
make that
know,
exclusive to GTA Online or something.
I could see that. We made
DLC,
enough
maybe.
money. All right, develop that physics engine now.
What do you mean? They already have their fan base that likes to see that the fact that the beer bottles in the trailer have bubbles in them. These people
I
don't play games.
yes, that's something I pay attention to when I'm playing a game.
This beer has bubbles in it.
It's bubbly.
I mean, when the trailer came out, that was like something I believe posted on r/gaming, and I was like, I don't care, bro.
If you weren't trying to dissect the trailer because you can't play this game yet, would you have even noticed? No.
You know, something else. The women are also going to have breasts.
Amazing.
I don't think anyone noticed that yet.
Truly peak graphics.
If I have to see the video of the motion capture lady that's doing like strip dancing again, I'm gonna lose it.
That's fair.
But guys, look at the realism.
Yeah, we're totally watching this video because of GTA 6 and not because of a woman shaking her ass on a video in front of me, and she's in a skin tight black suit. Also, like, so what if there is that much detail in the game? Are you literally gonna buy GTA 6 just to be like, check out this ass?
Look at how real this is, okay? Or
And I'm
like,
not saying I haven't talked about a video game character's ass before, but that's a bonus. I'm not sitting there in the game staring at it.
gooning hours.
Yeah, no. Anyway, so yeah, buy Netflix if you care that much, or just go on Twitter right after because someone's gonna post the whole thing anyway.
Yeah, it won't be on YouTube,
And
but
it won't get
Twitter.
copyright striked immediately. They don't care.
Yeah, Twitter really doesn't care. I did a fun experiment the other day where I searched the term horse and clicked latest. The gamut of things that I saw on that app in those like 15 minutes that I scrolled for the results of horse. If that stuff's on there, you can find the GTA 6 trailer on
Guaranteed.
there. Xbox boss Asha Sharma says Elder Scrolls 6 looks great, so stop talking about that giant rat outside Bethesda's office. I know that reads like an Onion headline, but there's actually like an inflatable rat out. Someone put an inflatable rat outside of Bethesda's office because they also laid off like 1,600 people recently. And somehow that's to protest that.
It feels like something a Disney employee would do.
They also planted a bunch of like tiny flags, and like one flag per person that was laid off, and it covers like a whole area.
That's a lot of flags.
Well, I mean, they don't have a job now, so what else are they gonna do?
Jobless behavior.
I shouldn't criticize them. I should criticize Xbox. That's what we're here to do.
As always. It is our jobs.
Yeah, so things are going well there. Nintendo is entering the Indonesian gaming market. They have an official
So,
Indonesian website, and both Switch 1 and Switch 2 are launching in December 2026.
little late for the Switch one, I feel like.
I mean, to us, sure, but like, I'm sure there's
Untapped
a ton of
market,
people
I
of
guess.
Indonesia that just don't have anything like this. So like, offering a cheaper alternative kind of matters more.
We're gonna push the Switch over the PS2, boys. It's happening.
You bait people in with the Switch 1, get them in the ecosystem, and then they'll be like, "Damn, I really do want the Switch 2," and then they'll eventually get one of those.
That's how you do it.
And because Nintendo games are like crack cocaine in good and bad ways.
Mhm.
Um, okay, so before I read this headline, I gotta ask you guys: did you guys know that Walmart had a gaming website?
Um, like specific gaming?
Yes.
Yeah, specific gaming. I also read the headline you're talking about. No.
I did
Me
not know that.
neither. Um,
And like that'd be one thing if it, was just us. But like we follow gaming deal accounts. You'd think at some point we would see something associated with
I
Walmart
mean,
that's
like,
not
yeah,
on
with
Walmart.
all the news articles and stuff we read every week for this show, and like how many links we go through, you think like at least Alex would
They're
know.
showing
He's
up.
the one that looks at them, like most of them. So like, yeah. So anyway, the entire editorial team of Restart.Run, which is Walmart's gaming news website, has been laid off. It
Is it because they weren't bringing in business?
um I don't even know what the reason could be because I mean other than they're not making any money because no one knows about this website. Um this website launched in December 2024. The editorial team was 5 people. It sounds like it's bigger than that these days, but um
I don't know if it sounds
news
like.
editor Imran Khan and editor in chief Brandy Berthelson both confirmed the news on
Sure.
Blue Skies, with Berthelson suggesting the decision will also mark the end of their game media career. Uh, Quote, well, it happened again. The entire editorial team at Restart, myself included, was laid off today. With that, my time in games media has also come to an end. After 20 years helping to build and run multiple sites and experiencing numerous layoffs, I just don't have it in me anymore. End quote.
I mean, valid.
Um,
But I don't know, man. That like
Interesting.
the
So,
fact that we didn't know about it is pretty bad.
yeah, the website is powered by Walmart, whatever that means. But Restart operates as an independent website. When we mention a game, we'll provide purchase links that will take you to Walmart using a partner tracking code, but this links provides us with 0% of the sale if you decide to buy the product. But it does help
Um,
Walmart see exactly how customers arrived at the product. Walmart doesn't
what a
influence our
terrible affiliate
editorial
link, dude.
direction. Yeah, I know.
Like,
So this was like a statement when they first started where they were like clarifying that we aren't like we still have our integrity as editors and we're not reviewing games like to make them sound better than they actually are just so you'll go to Walmart and buy them.
I mean, that's fair, but like, I don't know,
But
man.
like yeah,
That
you don't
just
make any money but like Walmart is funding you and they're funding you because you're going to make them money. So
You might as well make some money. I don't know. Maybe my morals have slipped over the years.
So if you're someone who read Restart, I guess. I mean, the website's still up. I'm on it right now. But nothing has been written since 5 days ago.
And that checks out.
Breath of the Wild now has a VR port. I don't know if you guys have seen this. I
I've heard about it.
I gotta set it up. It looks so sick. It also looks like I would get pretty sick, but I want to
Yeah, I was
at
gonna
least
say
try.
you will be so sick after.
The PSVR headset is much better about motion sickness compared to my Vive was. So I'd be willing to give it a shot. Especially because it's free.
True.
But yeah, it's like all first person. It's got head tracking and you can swing your sword like manually and stuff. You got your shield and everything. It's pretty cool.
Wonder if someone's already played through the whole game.
I would not be surprised.
Well, no, because they didn't have dungeons or dungeon items. That would make it very hard to play through the game.
Oh, I see. So even the new update was just for the overworld.
Maybe the new update has
it
finally
like
added
just
that.
came out. Yeah, it's quote nearing its 1.0 release. Let's see. Current limitations. There's a small chance that the screen stays black after exiting any menu.
That's a pretty critical failure.
It requires restarting the game to continue. Climbing ladders require jumping up the ladder to go up, and you have to look at the ladder. You can get stuck behind ladders sometimes, especially when you stop moving at the very top of the ladder while climbing down. So keep moving at the start. It lacks some comfort options like left-handed mode. They did add snap turning though. AMD GPUs might have issues, especially older ones.
Amazing.
But it sounds like, yeah, I mean, it's 0.9.20, so it's like I assume when it hits 1.0, the full game will be playable if it isn't already. Oh, dude, you can actually draw a bow. Like when you pull out your bow, you have to
Oh, that's cool.
shoot it like a real bow.
Sounds tedious, but that's also really cool.
So yeah, that's really sick, and I want to try that. Take-Two boss defends no disc version of GTA 6 equates physical releases to vinyl records.
Yeah, but I can buy a vinyl record.
Yeah, I can. Dude, Disney's releasing vinyl records for a bunch of the park music this weekend for D23.
Yeah, because
Like,
vinyl's cool.
what are we doing here, dude? Don't compare it to vinyl. Vinyl is a great option.
Like, if I could buy a physical copy of a PlayStation 5 game and play it on any box that could read a 4K Blu-ray, then okay, yeah, sure, it's like a vinyl record. Because that's what you can do with a vinyl record. But no, I have to put it inside of a PS5. And if my PS5 doesn't have the hole, then I can't put it inside.
True.
Why did I say it like that?
Phrasing?
I don't know why I did that. Let's just skip over that. Uh, so I don't know, man.
But also, you can buy it.
Yeah, you can buy a vinyl record. Correct.
Yeah.
That's the important part.
Imagine if you bought a vinyl record and you could only play it on like a certain brand player.
Yeah, like the notches
Yeah.
are different or something.
Take-Two CEO also says he expects the game industry to be in, quote, commercial streaming mode within 3 years, which is great news if you hate owning things.
I hate owning things, man. Wow, golly gee, Mister, I can't believe you giving me what I want, which is to never own anything ever again. Great news, wonderful news. In fact, I've never wanted to own things.
Commercial streaming. So that means while I play my game, I get commercials. I ain't
They
paying
could,
you.
they could, they would like it to give them
It's
more
like
ads.
the LG monitors that recently
Oh yeah, they just
got an
install
upgrade.
bloatware on you.
Bloatware that they could throw ads to you.
Yeah, and monitor your usage data.
Yeah. But
I love
also,
that.
well, it's because Microsoft also had like a security vulnerability on Windows 11 that companies were using, like LG, because you didn't even have to approve it; it just did it. Which just means anybody can put malware, including LG. Because let's be honest, it was just malware.
True. Yeah, that it's really unfortunate that LG is the one doing this because LG makes really good hardware. I love my TV. It is a fantastic panel. Outstanding panel even. But like hell I'm going to connect that thing to the internet.
True. Yeah, that's.
I would hate it a lot more. I did hate it more when I at one point in time I did have it connected to the internet. And I got so pissed off with all the shit. I was like, nope. I would I'll just plug my computer in if I want to watch something, or I'm just not going to use this TV.
Yeah, that's the point I'm reaching with the Roku TV. Because whenever I have to replace this thing, I'm going dumb TV.
Well,
I ain't
it's getting
having
hard,
force that.
getting
I know,
hard
I
to
know.
get a dumb
Yeah, good
TV,
luck finding one, dog.
Especially of like a decent size.
well, especially if you want 4K, it's practically impossible.
But
That's
you
true.
can just not connect to the internet and buy a hacked Fire TV stick from someone on eBay and just pirate everything.
True.
It's that easy.
They're giving them away. They're free, guys. Come on. I just took 10 more.
The government doesn't want you to know this, but the TVs at McDonald's are free. I have 423 McDonald's TVs. A Chinese court has ruled that video game accounts can indeed be inherited.
Let's go.
A Beijing court has ruled in favor of a mother seeking to inherit her late son's 87 online gaming accounts. 87 accounts.
87? What do you.
The bite of 87? Okay. I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh.
Selecting the dispute as an example case to provide judges with legal direction on similar future proceedings involving digital assets.
You know what? Good. Because I think like every single company has it that whoever is the purchaser is the only one that has rights to those.
No, base China, shockingly.
Yeah, I feel like normally this would be a UK move, honestly.
No, they don't care right now. They got to push through all of the online piracy, privacy things to watch you. UK's in a race with us to be the first to the bottom with that.
Right. So this is actually sad. So this is about so the mother was trying to get these accounts from her son who had died due to oral cancer at only 36, which is sad. Um, she tried to claim them from the company named GU. Or no, that's the name of the son. Cheng Yu. I don't know. My Japanese is already very bad and offensive. I'm sure my Chinese is even worse. Um,
They surely
she
are.
asked for the accounts so she could sell them to help cover her living expenses as she relies on a low income and no family support. The company denied her request, but she sued the company, citing their user agreement, which states that it retains ownership of all account related data, including account information, game characters, virtual items, and in game currency. And the court ruled that even though the ownership of the accounts rested with the company, the accounts also have independent economic value because the son had invested time, money, and effort. Um, so the court found that
See
the
that?
right of use of the accounts. So like she can't own the accounts because the company does, but she has the right to use those accounts. Is what they're saying.
The time, money, and effort one sounds like something an American lawyer would argue.
I mean, let's be real here. China and America are basically the same thing, except they have a dictator. They have a dictator. Shit. We both have dictators we call presidents, don't we? Shit. I locked myself into a corner with that one.
Checkmate.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but there you go. China and America are the same country, although they're technically communist. But
They are technically. We support their communism through capitalism by buying things from China.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's not very freedom of us.
Anyway, so there you go. On to
Well, hold on.
oh yeah,
Hold on. I can prove we're different. We don't have the. They have like a restriction of game hours a week.
Give it time, they
yeah.
will do that to us. If they thought they could get more money doing that, they would.
No, theirs is like just like all thing. I know it's at least gaming.
Theirs is because
Like
they think it's like a
brain
health
hours.
thing. Like they
Yeah,
want
there's the
their
health thing.
people to be the
They-
best they can be, and they view video games as a hindrance to that, which that's not entirely
They're
a
not
bad
inherently
claim. But
wrong.
yeah. But no, the
It's
difference is that if we were going to do that, we would do that because it would make somebody a shit ton of money.
yeah.
Mm,
It's kind of why I don't have proof on this. I think that's kind of why it's more acceptable to cheat in their games over there.
Because they just don't have the time.
They don't have the time, exactly. Who wants to grind forever when that would just burn all the time you get to game?
Yeah.
I can see it.
All right, so on to Collector's Corner, the weekly segment where we talk about the games been playing, the games been buying, good things, bad things, and the like. We use a wheel here to determine who goes first. Please don't let me be first. Son of a bitch, I'm first.
3 weeks in a row.
I am.
No, he used to want to be first to keep it, but he's like,
Well, now he's
But
got a solid lead though.
last
He's-
is competitive.
He's
Yeah,
eight
last
above
place is fun.
me, and I'm the closest.
I gotta compete.
All right,
And more
strike me
importantly,
fair, baby. Come
uh,
on.
okay. Played the game of the week. Like one cup worth just to refresh myself. I have played some Animal Crossing. I finally caught a great white shark.
Nice.
Nice.
Um, I played a little bit more Link's Awakening. I have played. Oh, so the final piece of my green machine uh, GBASP has come in and been installed.
Ooh.
Those are green anodized aluminum buttons. They feel awesome. I love them a lot. Um, and I also took the time while I had this apart to um, take apart the power switch and do a deep clean in there because my power light was flickering and it was annoying. I couldn't ever tell when I actually had low battery and when it was just the switch.
Yeah.
So I cleaned that up really good, and now it works perfectly. So yeah, my green build is kind of like as far as I can go with it. So I'm really happy about this. It is probably my best showpiece, I think. And yeah, so I've been playing a little bit more GBA. I was going to play through the Heart and Soul ROM hack, which is the Gen 2 remake demake for GBA. But then I realized that like that's literally just a port with like some dex changes, but I started playing and I got to the first apricorn tree and apricorn didn't come out, berries came out, and I was like, I don't think I'm interested in this anymore. Like, if it's not gonna be exactly like the game is, otherwise, I don't really care. And so instead, I found a ROM hack on DS called Sacred Gold, which is mostly the same game except all the Pokemon are now available without having to trade between like silver and gold. And
Nice.
they remove a lot of the HM BS, so you don't have to worry about cutting down trees or whatever. Um, and they like changed up the Pokemon layouts of the gym so it's different, and their AI is a little better, so you can't just cheese it. Um, so I started playing that one instead because I was like, if I'm gonna just play through one of these, and the GBA one isn't like exactly the same, then I'd rather just play one on DS that is exactly the same but with just quality of life improvements.
Changes, yeah.
So, messed around with that. Played a little of the Mario Kart DS ROM hack, the CTGP Nitro. Um, I played one of the fan made cups, and I'll be damned if that literally does not feel like a Nintendo made course cup. It's so good. It's an incredibly quality set of tracks. Like, I'm blown away by how much effort people put into that. So playing some of
Checks
that.
out.
Play more Resident Evil 9. On the casual playthrough, just trying to get challenges done and stuff like that. Played a little Dirt Rally 2. Played a little more Black Ops 2 on those custom enhanced security servers. Um, and that's about it. Yeah. Football started back last week. First week of the preseason is on Thursday. It's exciting. We're getting really close to it being cold outside and the leaves changing. Like um autumn, and I'm really excited for that. I'm ready for it
Yeah.
to Although it's not actually going to get cold for us until like
November.
January. But I'm really ready
November
for that.
has those colder nights at least.
Yeah, like it cools off at least.
It's
Um,
not sweltering hot, and that's what truly matters.
yeah. And there's football on like 4 nights a week. That's what I'm here for. All right, let's see who's last. Cameron's last. Alex, you're up.
Let's
Oh
go. Chick Higgs
no!
area, baby.
Yeah, dude, this is a nightmare timeline. We're literally all tied now. 3-way tie.
Oh no!
Who's gonna be able to stick their tongue out? And yeah,
It's a three-way tie.
it is funny that our three colors on the wheel are red, blue, and green.
Karen's green, right?
Cameron's red.
Oh,
I'm green.
feel right.
That that means I'm gonna win though, right? Because Chick, he wins. I mean,
No, but
everybody hates him, but he does win.
Bring on the confetti.
easy with the
Easy with the
confetti.
confetti.
Where the girls?
Bring on the piston cup.
Gotta go.
Bam! Ow! What the hell?
Dude, Cars is a problem because it started playing. Because Cameron leaves the Disney Channel Pixar playing, and Cars started playing. So I just sat down and watched Cars and a couple other movies. But Cars is a real problem.
Yeah,
It's still good.
I have to actively avoid it so that I don't get obsessed. I like, and I think part of it is that that movie came out at a time when bullying was really getting into gear for like when you go into middle school. Cars came out, and my middle name is McQueen, so my life was basically ruined for like 4 years because of that movie, and I hold a lot of spite about that. But also, it is a really good Disney Pixar movie, and I also love cars, like in real life. So I really want to. I don't know.
Peak.
I got trauma and shit. Ka-chow.
Okay.
Dude, the amount of times I heard that walking down the hallway. Oh my god.
True.
Anyway, so you watch Cars?
Yeah.
Accidents happen.
Yeah. And I played obviously Rivals and Persona 5X. A little bit of Stardew, but not much. I'm trying to keep going with Stardew. I'd like to get most of the achievements or all the achievements possible before 1.7. Some of them I don't know though. I know one I'd have to do the run, like the quick run that you did of JoJo Mart.
Yeah. I still am missing a couple achievements, I think. I'm missing 4 achievements. I need to do the Forest Neighbors thing. I need to read every book, craft every item, which I only haven't done because I'm not friends with everybody, so I don't have all the recipes they give you. And then reach the summit, which I guess is like the thing you do when you've perfected the game. I don't really know what that's about, but
Well, you have to crafting. I have looked into. You have to get the perfect 3-year thing from your grandfather to do it. There's
yeah.
like one item from that.
Yeah, but I done did that.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. And then books. Books are a pain.
Yeah, I know. Like, I didn't realize there was an achievement at first for it. So all the days, there's so many days that I was like, oh, the bookseller's in town. I don't give a fuck. And I should have. I should have given a fuck. Uh,
That makes sense.
yeah, bookseller. I can't read.
I never learned how.
Oh, I played another level of Spider-Man. Shattered Dimensions.
Very nice. All right. Well, Cameron.
All right, so let's see. I went on a little 3DS binge, trying to make sure games still functioned, but that ended up being playing like 4 of them. Uh, Triforce Heroes. I was trying to do uh the wall crawler. Is that what it is? The floating hand that insta kills you for one of the challenges. Try and do that solo. That is not fun solo. Uh, Managing 3 guys trying to avoid an insta kill, not fun. Um, Played some Mario Kart 7. Apparently, I've never finished Mario Kart 7. So whoops. I also learned that I do not know how 7 stars work. I thought they actually had uh what's it? Like 8 does, where you just have to win.
You have to.
That is not true.
No, I think you have to have coins. You have to have max coins or something like that too. Yeah, it
Well,
sucks. Mario Kart 7 sucks for
well,
that.
okay, but it could be worse. It could require you to dodge all the walls and collect all the coins and not get hit by any enemies' attacks, like um, Game Boy.
Yeah, I mean it
Or
could be
Wii.
worse, but that doesn't mean it's okay.
It's not great, but
After
like
what
it
Mario
could be
Kart 8
worse.
did to me, not needing the coins, I could not
True.
imagine.
That's very valid. Um, let's see. I so played some 7. Played Game of the Week, obviously. I what Pokemon Pearl and Pokemon X. Uh, Played those for a little bit. Not nearly as long as Triforce or Mario Kart 7 though, just because there's no real need to, you know. It's either they're gonna work or they're not.
Yeah.
The Those aren't gonna have any sort of you know fix. Actually, I don't think any of the DS games would technically have a fix if they're not working, which is the whole point in testing them every so often. Uh, Obviously playing Splatoon Raiders. I beat the main story. I'm trying to level up so I can do the post game dungeon thingy. I don't understand it. Um, but that seems to be because like the max level, quote unquote, like you unlock an outfit at level 50.
Hmm.
A lot of the late game levels go into level 80. So I don't know how I'm going to pull that off. Um, Played some Tetris. They were having a Splatoon Raiders event, so did that. Um, what else did I do? Tomodachi Life, obviously. I don't. Was Kirby last? Oh, wait, nope. Kirby was yeah. Oh, I I was gonna say I set up the Wii, but that was for Game of the Week. But I did find out that Chelsea's Wii, which I previously thought was broken, apparently just letting it chill unplugged for a while fixed it. So that was really good.
Well, all right.
And yeah, because it was just like it just wouldn't connect to the composite cables. I don't know why, but now it does. Maybe time to hack it and back up the data. What little there may be on there. Uh,
Hack your
or
consoles, people.
actually, do you even need to hack a Wii to back up the save data on there?
Yes, I think so.
Maybe
But like the amount
properly,
of
yes.
yeah, because you can also back up the like system NAND and everything as a whole.
Mm. And that's just smarter. Um, let's see what. eh, I slept a lot this weekend. I don't know what's up with me, but like I would like be up late and then sleep till like 3, like that, like 12 hours. I was sleeping like 12 hours, or like going back to sleep for 12 hours. It was not great. I lost like my whole weekend. Um,
I mean, yeah, that is bad, but every now and then I too am
it
just
just
like, you
it
know
just
what?
be like that.
I'm just gonna be in bed all day, I think. I don't do it very often because that's really not good for your physical or your mental, but every now and then, just like, don't care.
Yep.
I'm sleeping my day away today.
Yeah. And it's been a lot of Raiders. Like, insane amount of Raiders. I guess I went to studios on Friday. Um, and all I had time for before going back for Alex was Tower. Um, but the Magic Band effects worked this time. It's been a while since I've been in one of the rooms and the Magic Band effects worked, so that was nice.
Well, that's good.
Like in the pre-show, there's no any in the main ride, but I understand why they don't want effects on the scarier quote unquote rides like Haunted and Tower. So yeah, I think that's everything.
Cool. All right. Well, on to download station game of the week: Mario Kart Double Dash, pulling out an old one. Um,
Let's go. Yeah. So I put it into the memory card we have down here in Orlando, and it was like, we have no data, creating data. And I talked to Alex. I'm like, I don't really want to play through this again. And he's like, yeah, no, you don't. You're gonna hate having to redo the all cup tours. So I stole the data from one of the memory cards at home where we had the whole game beat, and using that hacked Wii,
yeah. You've already put up with that garbage once. I need to do that again.
more than once because that was to make up for the fact that we lost that data initially.
Oh yeah.
So, but, like I would do it again. Yeah, it's just it's so tedious.
Yeah, I don't think. I mean, like, I don't think I would ever recomplete any Mario Kart game, no matter how good or bad it was. Uh, just because, like, completing a Mario Kart game always has a bunch of BS in it.
Mm.
Playing them is fun, and beating a few cups is fun. But like getting the last 10% of stuff, I just don't care.
Mm. And with Double Dash, it's not even like there's no stars. It's just clear everything,
Yeah,
which unfortunately means 4 cups all at once on every level.
yeah. I just don't want to. I don't want to do that. But no,
I
I love Mario Kart Double Dash. Mario Kart Double Dash was the first game I played when I got my silver GameCube that I bought off of that dude that was living at our house for like $50. And if you're listening to that and thinking that sounds weird, it's because it kind of was. Um, but it was PC, and yeah, it gave me GameCube, two controllers, Mario Kart Double Dash, and Tony Hawk's Pro Skater for $50. Which even back then was a really good deal. Um,
yeah, that's nowadays that would be unheard of.
yeah. And that's what started me off. Like that was my first foray into like retro Nintendo collecting. I think like when I really sparked for me was when I got that GameCube. I just went nuts with it because GameCube is as a whole is an awesome console. But anyway,
True.
I played the hell out of Mario Kart Double Dash at first. It was so cool playing it. The
I
music is
would
great.
argue it's got some of the best battle courses too.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
fully made. Like all Mario Karts are made for multiplayer, but this one I feel like embraced it so well.
16-player multiplayer if you can get enough GameCubes.
Yeah, if you're a lunatic.
We're gonna do it one day. I don't know when. Genuinely, maybe after we have kids, but we will do it.
What we need to do it is either we gotta all spend a lot of money to get that piece, or we hope someone's figured out how to recreate that piece by then.
Or Grant just finds 4 of them in Japan.
You know, that's a good thing to look out for. Those things are very small. I'm glad you said that. I'm gonna take a note of that. Broadband adapters. If I can find them.
Yeah, that'd be a good thing. That would be a really good thing to look for in Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I can't imagine those are regional. That'd be crazy.
Depending on the
It
price, I
would,
might not even. I guess I should look that up. But anyway, um, yeah, the music is great. The whole idea of like the two characters in one card and the switching mechanic. Um, the only other time we've like they literally brought that back in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe because two items was very nice, but like I think the only flaw of that in Double Dash was that certain items were locked to each character, which in theory is a good idea because it gives you a reason to want to play the characters, but also some of those
some
items
of the
are way
items
more
are
OP than
better than
other. Yeah.
others.
Literally getting the red Koopa and Toad or Toadette so that way you always get triple shrooms and triple red shells is so
No,
unfair.
that was Golden Dash, Golden Dash room. So
Yeah,
even
for-
Oh,
better.
yeah, the
to
golden mushroom, yeah.
have the golden mushroom that
Yeah, golden mushrooms and
became
triple
so
shells.
good it stayed around.
Like I think that's probably what it is really cuz like some of the items are like they're not good or bad. Like the chain chomp is good, but it's like a different version of something. The fact that really it's the triple red shells. Like, making triple red shells exclusive is killer.
Yeah,
So killer.
because let's see what else was there. Uh, Donkey Kong has a giant banana that one hit
Like
splits into multiple
Yeah.
bananas. Whatever.
like it doesn't really matter, you know.
Yoshi's
Like
isn't bad. It's a throw item
Yoshi,
that
That's
gives
wait,
the egg,
mystery
right?
item. Yeah, that you throw and it can hit, but it explodes into a bunch of
Items.
items,
other
including
Yeah.
items. So
star.
it's kind of a, yeah, that's true. It could become a star, but like otherwise, it's kind of a shell a a giant banana rolled into one. And I think Birdo's track shoe too, like a red shell, right? Or did they both do that?
I think they
I think they both do it, and
Yeah.
it's just a color change.
That would make more sense.
Oh
But
yeah, because if you're the green one though, if you're the red Koopa, you get red shells, but if you're the green Koopa, you only get
green
green
shells,
shells.
yeah, which that sucks.
Yeah, that's garbage.
To be fair, they are better in Double Dash than they are now.
That's true.
True.
But
But like compared to
they
red
still aren't
shells.
as good. Especially back in the day. Like Double Dash's red shells are crazy at stalking you.
Yeah.
They will get you. Unless you go through DK's um the barrel.
Let's see.
On that
Wario and
one.
Luigi got a bomb or multiple bombs. I don't remember.
Yeah, that one wasn't great.
Mario and Luigi got fireballs, I think.
Yeah, which us, I know some people like. I don't remember
That's
liking
just
them.
that's just a slightly better green shell.
No,
Uh,
because the green shells are still faster. They're so slow.
Peach and
Whatever.
Daisy.
Yeah, they had
Uh,
the heart that are like super strong. They're not like the best, but they're pretty good
they're
for
a hella good defense though.
yeah.
Okay, I looked at it.
And then Bowser had the Bowser shell,
You,
which is
uh,
bad, but it's just funny on Baby Park, and that's why I like it.
Chain Chomp is iconic though.
Was Double Dash the first
Um,
incarnation of Baby Park?
Yeah.
yeah,
That's pretty cool. It's got to get some points for that, even though it's a stupid ass course.
It's so good. Bowser shell is so good on Baby Park. It's so funny.
Yeah, that kind of makes me want to play it a little bit more just to do that, just to see it.
um, so according to the Mario Kart fandom wiki, which I'm sure stole their info from the Super Mario wiki,
Is
did it
this the
not?
what King Boo and Petey get? They can get
It's
anybody's.
what they can't get. Apparently, they cannot get Birdo's shell or the green fireballs.
So interesting. But they could still they could get everybody's, right?
Basically,
Yeah.
they can have every power. Any special item excluding green fireballs and Birdo's egg, according to the Mario wiki. So, yeah, that's still weird that it's so specific, but that works. It works. I don't know. I don't remember really caring to play PD or King Boo, honestly. They're good
Dude, I didn't care to
choices.
play anybody but freaking Toadette and Red Koopa. I mean, like, it literally makes it to where you, like, playing any of the others is objectively stupid.
Mm.
At least for when you're, like, trying to beat the game. Like, if you're just playing to have fun, then whatever. You know, like, it's basically Mario Party at that point. Um,
Especially with two players.
but, like, if you're just playing the game to play through the game, why would you pick anybody else? Unless you literally
Gotta
just want the
have
challenge.
gotta have one for offense and one for speed, and that's it. And those are arguably the best two for both of those.
Yeah, and you get the top speed cart. The acceleration doesn't matter because you get golden shells all the time. So, or golden mushrooms.
Mushroom Go Burr.
But yeah, it's super fun. It's a great multiplayer game. It's a
If not just a little bit unbalanced.
yeah. Um, and like whatever, it's to some extent party games need to be unbalanced because that's what causes discourse and is funny.
Mm.
Um,
Just don't play with someone that actually gets mad.
I mean, that's what Mario Party's balance isn't. I guess there's some skill, but it feels like more like it's supposed to be the mini games against everybody.
Mm.
And that's why some of the mini games are supposed to just be unfun.
true.
And then they made some worse because like bumper balls, you're supposed to just go a little bit and immediately get flung when you hit someone, and now it's like
Up, you can
you
actually
you
stay
don't
on.
even bump. Yeah, when you hit someone, it's like a barely a tap.
Yeah. Um, I know. Uh, like I can guarantee we wouldn't do this nowadays, but growing up, Alex would always be the player two, and as player two in a cart, you get to just shoulder button and punch people and steal their items.
If you don't have an item on you, yeah.
Yeah, like it really was a unique Mario Kart with the whole 2 players per cart thing.
Like
Especially with the
they
fact that
fully utilized it.
they let you do that in multiplayer because that is awesome. Because now like you don't have to play against each other. You can play on the same team.
Yeah, I would. I know there's ways to do it without having to wait for Nintendo, but like I kind of want Nintendo to bring Double Dash to the Switch so we can play online without having to set anything up.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising they didn't already have that on Switch Online.
I guess they're scared it will cannibalize sales of World.
I mean, Mario Kart 64 is on N64 and so, right?
Yeah, but that's 64 though. Like everyone wants Double Dash, you know.
Yeah, I guess they're just waiting for.
A lull and NSO sales or something.
Well, no, a lot of people claim they want 64 because it's the one they played in college, but they're wrong. Everybody wants Double Dash.
Yeah, Double Dash. I think that was something Scott the Woz talked about too. It's like this is like the first one that like physically, like physics engine wise, feels correct. Like there's no weird quirks or like steering feels natural, drifting feels natural. It doesn't feel weird. Like drifting in Mario Kart 64 is not hard, but it is not intuitive
It doesn't
necessarily
feel
either. You
right,
kind of got
you
to
know.
figure it out.
Especially
I'd agree with
playing
that.
later iterations, it's just not right at all.
Out of the first three all have like their weird quirks, and it's because two of them use a D-pad to drive, and then 64s.
Literally was the first attempt.
Yeah. Um, yeah, I would say that I would agree with that. And then what's after that? Wii or DS? DS came next, and it
DS
has
came next.
goes back to the weird D-pad.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
but even then,
because
but even by then
when was Game
they
Boy?
had figured it
Was
out.
Game Boy before or after?
What? Game Boy came out first.
Okay.
Uh,
Although
DS
that
like
really used it as the SNES version as a basis, considering they literally have the SNES version in it.
the thing with DS I think is that they basically translated what they figured out in Double Dash to having to drive with a D-pad, which is you click the drift button and you rock the D-pad left and right instead of a stick left and right. But like they've made it the same, which I don't know. It's not as good as playing it with a stick, but like at least it makes sense.
Also, it's quite functional on a 3DS.
Oh yeah,
And then it was Wii, right? Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
And Wii, you could use GameCube. So you basically still had. Could you? Yeah, you could use the
yes.
GameCube on the Wii.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's just it was a bit weirder. Like Wii feels intuitive with the Wii remote.
But also, it's not
Which makes
precise
sense.
enough.
It is not precise enough, but it does feel intuitive, uh, especially with how its jumping works on like hitting things.
Yeah. Also, like, I don't know, playing that game with motion controls is fine when everyone's doing it and you all get to laugh together about how like difficult it is to be consistent with that control scheme. Like, you know how to drive, but like,
Mhm.
it's so hard to not screw up just because it's motion controls.
True.
No, that's true. If I'm gonna play Wii, everybody's got to play the Wii remote.
Yeah. And also,
Mhm.
it's not modern motion controls; it's first gen Wiimote motion controls.
Yeah, we're all gonna play the same thing. We're not. Someone's not gonna be special. I'm over here beating everybody because they have the GameCube,
GameCube or Wiimote and Nunchuck.
Yeah.
Like you are playing with a Wii Wheel. It's not an option.
and it's gonna be a bit silly. Yeah, I agree with that.
I feel like we're gonna bring all that up um, whenever we get around to playing Mario Kart Wii for the show.
Yeah, it's definitely a factor. But anyway, um, it
Yeah,
does.
Double Dash should peak, dude.
Yeah, it really is. It's pretty crisp. As a Mario Kart game, I give it a 10. As an overall game, probably an 8, just because it's really hard to make me give kart racers super high scores. But like, I don't know.
It's
It's
up there for sure.
it's not an incredibly deep experience, but if you go into Mario Kart expecting a deep experience, then uh,
You're in the wrong genre.
yeah, yeah, you got lost somewhere.
Well, you're in the wrong Mario Kart, but to be fair, it's 20 years old.
Yeah.
Okay, to be fair, 8 was not a deep experience when it first released.
No, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe has so much more. How soon we forget.
Yeah, true. But also, if you just want to make people mad, just bring up DS, and they will tell you why it's. There are still people who argue with you why it's the best one. I don't have that feeling because I've barely played DS.
I'm not gonna lie. I think it is probably the crispiest. Something about the D-pad, and also like the first time people like everybody owned a DS, and it was wireless play, and you only needed one
That
copy of the game to play.
peak experience.
Like
That's a good
it
point.
was really good. I do love Mario Kart DS. I don't like obviously 8 is probably the best one for the formula objectively, but that's also like saying Smash Ultimate is the best Smash. That doesn't mean that like Melee doesn't still isn't still also maybe one of the best ones depending on who you ask. It's kind of like that. I do have a soft spot for DS. I definitely like it more than Mario Kart 7, I think. If I had to pick between DS and 7,
That's fair.
I'd pick
Seven's
DS.
got like more in-depth courses. I don't think it really like, but it's also earlier 3DS, so it's not quite as polished in terms of everything that it could have been if it were released slightly later. But they're not going to release Mario Kart late until any of the consoles.
They couldn't
It's
release
a
it later at the time.
Sega.
The 3DS was sucking butt, and they're like, we got to make some changes fast. Cut the price. Mario Kart 7's coming. Please buy this console. And I mean, it
And sell
worked.
it did.
It worked.
They did recover one of them
Yeah, they tried it
for
again with
Wii
the
U.
Wii U, and it didn't work. It took too long.
Mhm.
Um. Anyway, yeah. Mario Kart Double Dash.
Is so good.
I really like the weeks where we go and do games that like we all already know about and just don't really have a reason to play anymore. Like Mario Kart Double Dash. I don't play that at all anymore, but like it's such a good game.
Mhm.
On to the tidbits. There's a new Wolverine controller and also new faceplates for the PS5 if you're
Yeah.
interested in that. Um,
Also, I think you can just buy the console as well, or is it just faceplates?
Maybe. I'm not
I
sure.
the all the announcements I saw for it were very confusing on what exactly was being sold.
Yeah, I do know you definitely can get faceplates that support the disk drive. That was not very
I did
clear
see
at
that.
first, but you can do that. They are offering those. There's a yellow one and a silver one. And they are $75 pop. Controllers are 85. Isn't it crazy that it costs $75 to buy 4 injection molded pieces of plastic, but for $10 more you can get like a
A
very
fully functional
advanced,
controller
yeah, very advanced controller with haptic feedback and adaptive triggers and blah blah blah
and
and
a
this and
touchscreen.
that. Yeah, and a touchscreen and a speaker
It,
and microphone. Yeah. And all of that is $10 extra than just 4 injection molded pieces of plastic.
yeah, that's crazy. It looks good, but it also feels familiar. Like with I don't know what game it is, but like the design makes it feel very familiar with the scratch across the front.
Yeah, like
I'm gonna like I don't know what it. I meant to search it, but I was busy with work. Uh, and it's possible I'm just making it up. I do see a lot of designs all the time, so
yes, so you can buy a PS5 digital edition in yellow. Um or also it's called Battle Yellow or Adamantium. Adamantium is the silver one. That's just silver. Um
that's silver, but it sure does sound cool to call it adamantium.
so yeah, those they come out September 15th.
Hmm, just in time for my birthday.
Um Marvel Spider-Man 2 makes $11 million in 2 weeks on PS5 and Steam thanks to Brand New Day, reports analysts. Quote, one of the clearest transmedia halo effects we've ever measured. That's why they were having a sale on. Oh, I totally forgot to mention this. I bought Spider-Man and Miles Morales on Steam because they were having a big sale on Spider-Man games. I didn't buy Spider-Man
Nice.
2 because it was still like $40, and I already own the game, so I don't really need to be doing that. But the others were 20, and I was like, you know what? Yeah, let me do that
They're
because
good games.
I just don't want to play my PS5. I really don't. And buying them on Steam means I get to get Steam achievements, so I have a reason to play those games again because they are really, really good games.
Can't be excuse, honestly.
So yeah, I did also play like 2 hours of Spider-Man Remastered.
Just kind of forgot about it. Too busy winning.
I have not tried it on my Steam Deck yet. Apparently, it's not very great, but my computer runs it awesome.
I mean that makes sense. They never promised it performed well. They just promised it performed.
I mean, it is to be fair, it's a PS5 game, and Steam Deck hardware is not up to snuff. It is a portable computer that can, I guess, more powerful than a Switch, but like that doesn't mean
Like,
anything when we're talking about PS5 level power. Like the Switch was so far behind to the PS5 that you can be like, well, it's more powerful than a Switch, but that only gets you like a third of the way there.
yeah, it leaves a lot of room for interpretation. That's for sure. Um,
But I mean, yeah, it makes it, that's why Sony wants those games so bad.
mm, keep the rights.
And that's also
This is why
why
Disney will never get the rights.
Ocarina of Time is going to sell like hotcakes twice. It's going to sell once like hotcakes when it comes out, and it's going to sell like hotcakes the second time when the Zelda movie comes out. There's a method to this.
Unless Nintendo is stupid and they only let it be available for 6 months or however long.
Could you imagine if the
I
Ocarina of
could,
Time remake was
unfortunately.
limited time?
Unfortunately, I could. I could 100% see Nintendo doing
Oh
something
my
that
god,
stupid.
dude. I haven't fathomed that idea. That's diabolical.
Nintendo is stupid enough to do it. That's the problem.
Yeah, like it's not impossible.
Because they've done it. That's the problem. I could see them doing it.
I could see them removing Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask from N64 NSO for like a year.
Oh, you think they would bring it back? See,
They would bring it back eventually, but they take it
Yes,
away
after
for
the
like
initial sales.
yeah.
I heard you say they're gonna remove it. I was like, well, no, because they've got a Switch version of Link's Awakening, and they've put at least one of the two old versions on NSO.
Yeah. Yeah, they wouldn't remove it
I think,
forever.
I think,
But they are stupid enough to remove it and make the game limited time. I don't put it past them.
I don't think they're making the remake a limited time thing.
They're obviously
No,
not.
but like they could. They have not proven that they won't.
And I don't think they'll remove it because of the cost. Because it's on, yeah, N64 is on Deluxe. Or whatever the second tier of plan is.
You know, I hope they wouldn't, because that doesn't really
If
net
it-
you anything besides bad faith.
If it was on the $20 tier, I think I would agree with you. But the fact that it's on the
Yeah, no, you
for
right,
a single
right.
person it's 50 or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
We've always had the group
Like
ones. I don't know.
they can't claim that there's licensing issues because it's Nintendo.
Bankruptcies among Japanese mobile game developers surged to a record pace in 2026.
I mean, that checks out. I feel like the era where everyone's playing mobile games has died for like TikTok and shorts and reels. Faster dopamine in my brain, you know?
Yeah. According to a new report by Taikoku Databank, a total of 10 such bankruptcies have been recorded just between January and July of this year. For context, there were 3 total last year. And this year is set to be a new record high because the previous record high was 12, and that was in all of 2015, and we've had 10 in the first half. So,
Yeah, it's gonna be a bad year for mobile games, it sounds like.
Tokyo-based developer Ambition, who had been running the live service game Bungo Stray Dogs Tales of the Lost, what a name, for 9
We're
years.
just making up words, dude.
Bungo Stray Dogs. They announced that their game would be ending 1 day later.
Nice.
Oops.
Moreover, the company said it would be refusing to refund players for unused in-game currency and paid items.
Yeah, that's not okay, dog.
It was later revealed that the company had simultaneously filed for bankruptcy. So, things are going great.
That's why everyone's shifting to a live service model, which also inevitably fails. In fact, it fails faster.
Dark Pictures Anthology Studios Supermassive Games is laying off up to 75 staff to, quote, ensure sustainability.
Yeah, aren't they claiming that it's redundancy?
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't matter what they say. None of it's probably true. There's probably a real reason that they don't want to say, because if they say, they'll look bad.
How about any firing on a team that small is bad?
Yep, everything sucks.
I mean, this isn't that shocking. There you go.
Someone
They
pointed out they just had a game release.
they did. Nobody bought it. I didn't buy it.
What game was it?
Directive 8020, but it's more because I didn't have the money. It was the next game in the Dark Pictures anthology.
But they also cut the
They
name
gotta work
Dark
on their
Pictures.
marketing, dude. I don't see shit about those games at all. I only know about Dark Pictures stuff usually because of this show, because of you.
Yeah, yeah. I have not played the most recent one because I don't have the money to buy it. I don't know. Yeah, the biggest problem I think is not super great marketing, right? And then Man of Medan really hurt them, and then so did Little Hope. Just people weren't super big fans of those two. Um, because of the fact that like Man of Medan's interesting because anybody can be the main character, so you can kind of kill who you want until you, but like that hurts the narrative, right? Because that's kind of the thing of choice-based games. If anybody can be the main character, then there's not like a narrative thingy thing with character development because
Yeah, if
the
everyone's
other
the main
people
character,
can
then no
narrate.
one's the main character.
Yeah,
Exactly.
because if anyone can die at any given moment, you
And
can't give them
it's
a
still
story arc.
very clear. Yeah, exactly. It's still very clear who it's supposed to be. Because of like narrative parallels and things like that, which one of the five it's supposed to be the main character. It's just the fact that any of them can die hurts that.
Yeah.
And then it doesn't. I don't want to get into spoilers for them, but it doesn't help that Man of Medan and Little Hope share a thing, and this thing they share is something people really don't like in their horror games. And that's why when they released the third one, which was a couple years ago, House of Ashes, they went, that thing you don't like, is not in this one. Don't worry. I like House of Ashes. If you're gonna play one, it should be that one. It's during the Iraq War, and your soldiers.
Yeah, I do need to. I've only played Little Hope. I really need to get back to that series and play more of them.
But
Yeah,
yeah, I I think it would help them if they were owned by somebody.
Facts.
well, clearly they don't think so. They'd rather fire people.
Making of PS5 and Xbox discs is a, quote, industry secret, and no one is allowed to speak on record about it.
What
Um,
what's the industry secret? I read this title and I'm still lost. How to make them?
Yeah,
yes.
so, like, um, it's more about the
That copyright
the
protection or whatever they
the
put on it.
process of making the physical disc, like if you are a developer and you want your game to be on a disc, what do you have to do to get that? It's not so much about how do you physically make a 4K Blu-ray disc, like the manufacturing of it. It's more about like they don't want you to talk about the rules you have to follow or how much it costs you as a developer, or how much it costs them to order the discs or any of that, because uh, one, competitive reasons, two, because if that information got out, it would make them look worse as a company, and like, so here's some of the details for some context. So like, you have to inform the Sony or Microsoft that you want a disc version of your game. You have to sign a contract assuming all of the liability for the inventory of that game. Your game has to be certified. You have to do all the box art stuff. You have to determine how big the disc has to be. And then the base cost comes out to about 15% of the MSRP of the game. So that's like $11, $10, $11 for a $70 game.
Per get.
So that the reason that Nintendo started doing that thing where physical games just cost $10 more, it's because it costs them about that much to make.
$10 more.
Yeah. Now, on Nintendo's case, it's probably actually a little bit more than that because they're making theirs on physical, like solid state media and not a disc.
Right.
But same idea. And that's what they mean. Like, you're not allowed to talk about the money and business side of all of this.
I mean, that's why some of the companies have been smart with Nintendo's, and they're like, "Oh, we'll eat the $10 and sell it to you $10 cheaper than the physical's supposed to
Yeah.
be sold."
True.
I don't know. I'm, they make it millions of dollars, so whatever, they should be able to eat it themselves. But like, if that's what it takes for me to get physical, whatever, right?
Until it just becomes digital, like say GTA 6 having a physical box with a digital code.
Yeah, that shouldn't be sold.
Also, just to note, this is
Share.
because a dude wanted to figure out how they were made and publish about it because of Sony's announcement. He asked a bunch of industry insiders, and was not allowed to say anything about who they were because they told him they were not allowed to speak about this legally. Also, they asked Sony and Microsoft directly about it, and they just refused to comment. Like, it was kind of a pain for him to find this information.
And that's not even like the interesting information either.
Last week we talked about that Microsoft is considering putting disc back into Helix, right? Because they want it to hold over PlayStation.
Yeah, I don't know if it was like put it back or not take it out. I assume initially they had planned to do it anyway, just because of, it just always has been that way. But like, maybe it was like they were considering it and now they're not. Who knows?
Hard to say without being in the meeting yourself.
See,
All right, boys, time to get a job at Xbox.
I think it was put it back, even if the rumor didn't say that. Only because we talked about a while ago or months ago that Microsoft was also considering not having disc in a disc slot.
Yeah, but that's different when your competition says it first.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's exactly why they saw the backlash.
Now it's a chance to clown on them.
We can be, and if there's, and there's also, if you're smart about it, which it sounds like they might be, until they kill their console. The companies like Target and Best Buy and stuff, they're only going to have that space available for so long before they go, we're going to put something else there that's not video games.
Yeah.
So if you want that space, you got to be like,
You have to fill
we're
it.
keeping disc. We want you to, when PlayStation pulls that disc space, we want you to fill it with Xbox.
And now it's time to do it because stores like Target are rebranding their electronics section because they're all on board with the all digital future.
Well, they're not really, but what are you gonna do? Tell Sony, you can't stop making the games even though you've killed the factory that makes games and are repurposing it.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that was something else about the report too. Like, because like now that no one really cares about 4K Blu-rays anymore, the manufacturing size, like capacity, uh, of the planet to make 4K Blu-ray discs has shrunk a ton. There's really only like 3 companies left that make them, just because no one cares.
True.
Um, Square Enix sees 88% profit growth, citing strong performance across all categories of its video game business. Do they consider that successful or do they consider that a failure?
No clue.
It's Square Enix. They're
I
like, oh, we
mean,
didn't
it's
see a
Square.
200% increase, so
Why did we even bother?
yeah, we might as well just kill all of ourselves.
That's what they say. They have the swords in their offices just in case. Figuring out classic way.
Seppuku style.
Gun is too messy. You gotta have the full agony.
What does it matter if it's too messy? You're going to be dead. Anyway, um, Jeff Keighley reveals the date for the Game Awards 2026, that date being December 10th.
Yay.
So, let's see, December 10th. That is a Thursday evening.
Well,
Am I off that Friday? Let's check the calendar. I am not. That's tragic.
Oh, rip.
But I
time
mean,
to work the other Fridays to get it off.
it's not like we're gonna be up that late anyway watching it, so it's not really a big deal. But
They should have because it's usually there. Resident Evil Veronica should be there at least. Maybe the DLC for 9.
that would be awesome.
Yeah, one of the two should be there.
Um, Devolver Digital intends to go private, which is
You
cool.
know what? Good. We don't need that kind of insanity being locked behind corporate stooges.
Yeah, I hope this brings a lot. I hope this brings, I don't know, maybe secured creative freedom because Devolver Digital makes a ton of crazy stuff. None of it is like, I don't know. I want to say none of it's incredibly deep, but some of it kind of is, which is mind blowing, and all of it is insane and unique. So, like,
Yeah,
I want them to be around for forever. They're definitely one of my favorite developers. They won my heart over with Loot Box Coin and My Friend Pedro. Like, that show was super funny, and then My Friend Pedro came out, and I was like, oh my god, this game is actually like a 9 out of 10. What the hell are these people? And I haven't looked back since. So that's good. Hopefully they
Them going public was bad for them actually, and that chase of infinite growth.
yeah.
infinite growth is great until you have to start answering to people.
Wow. Yeah. Since going public, Devolver's share price has dropped 96.27%.
See, that's how they can afford to go private. They can just own all the stock. We could own Devolver, guys.
Yeah, if they go private and it lessens the risks of short-term profit, taking away from the quality and fun I've come to expect from their titles, I'm happy.
We could buy Devolver, guys.
I have $3.
Well, it sounds like
And
that's all they cost right now.
Interesting.
I also
So-
have a box of knockoff Cheez-Its. Mostly uneaten. I've only eaten like a little bit out of it.
You know what? They might be desperate. Bring them.
I gotta go make some calls.
Well, somehow I don't believe this. I don't know how they got that number. When they went public in 21, they had a valuation of nearly $1 billion. No.
Who the hell was smoking crack that day? Who was hitting the pipe?
I'll
$1
remind you that the
billion?
stock market is all
Yeah,
speculation.
For
Devolver
the loot box coin people?
and now they're worth about 50 million.
I have.
See,
half a
that's what I
bag
would
of
expect.
Tostitos.
Like 50 million, maybe a few hundred million. Like,
That's
with
where I
him.
was expecting it to start, dude.
Yeah.
Not end.
The drop
Awful.
off seems to be just reality kicking in.
I mean, yeah. Like, they're a third-party game developer. And, like, they're not EA. They don't own, like, literally the biggest franchise in the world.
They made Fall Guys though.
They did definitely make so much money on that. Fall Guys was... What was Fall Guys trying to compete with? Among Us?
Yeah.
Not even really though.
It was, yeah, and it
Those are
wasn't
two
direct.
very
Like,
different
everybody
games.
was comparing them at the time, right? Like, there was...
Because
They
it's
were
two
both
bean guys,
beans.
Yeah.
but like very different games. And it's not like there was a Mario Party that was really like
So
available at the time.
they only have to buy back 10 to 15% of the shares that they sold. Which will allow them to go back to supermajority shareholder and make it private. So people who own stock that aren't bought out will still own their stock
In a private company.
in a private company, yeah.
Interesting.
But they won't have like public um
Shareholders that tell them,
public
hey,
market.
you're not making us money.
Yeah,
They
you
won't
won't be
have
able to
trade.
buy.
Yeah, they won't be able to trade in the public market.
Yeah. Doom dev blasts Xbox after Microsoft, quote, gutted id Software with layoffs. They fundamentally don't understand art, and it's hard to make a game where there are entire departments that are gutted that you need, entire disciplines that are gone, end quote. Yeah, I mean, when you fire everyone that knows how to make a game and then you need to make a game
Man, it sure is hard to make a game without
without them making a game people? What are we talking about here? Yeah, don't fire. That's why, like, man, I really need someone. I need a good artist to draw this for me. Oh, all of the artists got fired.
Don't worry, you can
AI's got
have Copilot make you some art. Great.
and vibe code.
Physics engine, what's that? Here's some vibe code. That's a good replacement, right? Xbox would almost be doing better as like its own brand, dude. I swear.
Yeah, would they though?
No, because
Almost.
then
Almost.
no, because right
Almost.
now
Yeah,
they've
doing a
got
lot of heavy lifting
Microsoft
there.
money behind them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we talked about a few weeks ago that Xbox hasn't made a profit in like a bajillion years.
it has been a long time. But how much of that is Microsoft's fault? We'll never know.
It's like the Tootsie Pop question.
Mhm.
Peaks, the final Ascent update brings 2 new biomes to climb. Gloom and the Citadel are out now. Yo, Peak getting updates? That is peak. Peak is
Maybe.
peak. I'm gonna install that update right now.
Yeah, so the final ascent, bringing the last two things they planned for the game into the game. And without mods, you're stuck to there. So for the next 2 weeks, it's just these maps. But obviously, if you download mods, if they still work, you can bring any map you want.
Yeah.
Because I remember that being the big thing people did when you were stuck with like every day randomly for like 2 weeks. It was just desert or just winter and not desert or something like that, and people just wanted a
Just like
specific
Splatoon.
achievement. Yeah.
The worst, because
So
it's longer.
someone designed a pick thing to let you pick the maps.
Um, there's also some new items, new luggage, new badges.
Yeah, like
Um,
10 new badges.
bunch of bug fixes, both major and minor. A bunch of balance changes. And yeah, also in the blog post about it, they write, this is the last major content update. And they answered some questions like why. They're like, well, this isn't a live service game. This is a game where you buy it and you play it and that's it. Remember, like games used to be like that. All of them used to be like that. This is one of those games. But because of the game's overwhelming success, they wanted to just give a little more. But they want to they want to start working on new stuff. So
Peak 2.
Peak 2.
They're cowards for patching out the cannon being a cheat though. That was fun.
Um, they discussed it with the modding community about mod support. They decided to not implement Steam Workshop, as many modders prefer other tools, and it isn't possible to use the Steam Workshop cross-platform.
Oh, that makes sense.
Um, that said, we remain supportive of modders who want to create cool things for the community. We try to help when we can, and we have been sharing some source code with modders to make it easier to mod the game. If you want to play Peak with mods, we recommend you check out the unofficial modding Discord to see the amazing work of modders. And they literally even provide a link to the Discord in this blog post.
That's pretty cool. It's like in one of the most recent patches of Minecraft, they've been going back and renaming like all the code in Java to tell people what they are.
Mm.
Yeah, I remember discussing that on the show.
They also say that they are working on porting this to other platforms now that the final update is out. They can really focus on that. Peak will be cross-platform, meaning that anyone who picks the game up on console will be able to play with the existing Steam community as well as any other console platforms. We love to
Yay,
see
but
it.
mods won't work, but yay.
I may be souring on consoles these days, but I do like a cross-platform because I don't like to tell people what they want to play on.
I mean, so a good thing that comes from this, I guess, is they know they want to do it, which is usually where problems come from. Is devs release their version, like they have a version, so they know they should just have it connected. As where you see versions later, and it's like, now we've got to figure out how to make different versions work.
Well, it also helps that a lot of that is handled by having one engine,
Yeah.
you know,
True.
because everyone just uses Unreal now. Or
Didn't one of them, Unreal or Unity, put like a toggle switch, essentially?
that sounds familiar. I don't know which one off the top of my head though.
Peak might be the game that, mm, like, is most common among my Steam friends. I've never looked at a game and it says 24 friends have played previously. That's like almost my whole friends list.
That's
It's
crazy.
it helps that it's so cheap.
Mhm.
I literally have like 45 friends, 50 friends maybe. So that
Oh god,
literally is like all, that's like half of them.
I was just saying how often some of those people get on.
Alex has 9 minutes.
That's right.
He got in, reached the top, got out.
We
Yeah.
at least have like a few hours.
No,
And to be
I
fair,
have
it was a couple bucks.
I have 12 achievements in that game, and I have
Are you
9
really going
minutes.
down
I mean,
there?
yeah, it really is. It's half off right now. It's $4 right now. And they're making bank.
Oh,
You know who else is probably making bank off Peak though? The clones on
content.
Roblox,
I
Roblox.
was gonna
Yeah.
say content creators.
both. Um, Kingdom Hearts at D23 will be live streamed on YouTube.
Yeah, they just announced that like right before the show.
That's
So
pretty cool.
now we get to watch the recap in real time instead of having to watch someone go, "Oh, but they showed this trailer off, guys," and now we can call them out on it.
Onion of the week. So this started because I was trying to find something to talk about regarding physical games because that's been a big topic for the show this week. And I ended up on a website that is 22 video game facts that will make you sound like an expert. And I clicked on that because I knew it would be bad. I had to just see what it was. How good is this? How bad is this? More like. Um, and number 22. And I quote: "As of 2020, there are more gamers than ever." 21. Video games have become a major spectator sport.
I love the idea of like
19
saying
is
something.
literally gaming definitely isn't just for kids.
I love the idea of saying this to like an actual gamer and be like, that's barely a thought, dude.
It really is. That's like barely an idea.
I don't know. Finish the list.
Um, the, these aren't even facts anymore. These are just stories. Like 18 is literally just about how Mortal Kombat was developed in 10 months by a team of 4 people. And that for the first 6 months, the game didn't even have a name.
Okay,
Let's.
see, like if you started the list out with something like that, gives itself some credibility. Starting it with, "Oh, don't worry, guys, we're spectators for."
um, the classic coin-op Space Invaders was originally developed so that all the enemies moved at the same speed. Um,
Is that all? Wait.
as players destroyed the invaders, the computer had fewer objects to draw, so it could render them faster, which results in them speeding up as you kill them.
Great.
Of course, they have the
This
story
list
about
is
the Super Nintendo and PlayStation.
this list is much less fun now.
Yeah. Street Fighter 2 introduced one of the video game's first playable female characters in Chun-Li.
It sure did. What?
That
The very first playable human female video game character was found in the 1985 Taito arcade game Typhoon Gal.
okay.
Um, Resident Evil is one of the most successful video game franchises in history. However, the original Resident Evil PlayStation game holds the record for the worst video game dialogue according to Guinness World Record Gamers Edition. And I think I'm inclined to agree with that. Have you guys seen any of that, like dialogue
I've
from the original PS1 game?
I've seen. No, wait, I played. 'Cause I was playing Zero, wasn't I? I don't think I played one yet.
Wait. Hold on. What?
So
Sorry, I was reading a different one.
the original Resident Evil on PS1.
Yeah.
Have you seen any of the dialogue from that?
Yeah, they made memes of it in the remake.
Stop! Don't open that door.
You might have been a Jill sandwich. Except they actually kept that one with just better
Timing.
dial. Yeah. I mean, you'll see Jill sandwich all over Capcom games. The zombie one I can't remember. What's his name? You play a reporter. You can make weapons. They re-released it recently. If you go into an arcade, you can be Mega Man. Really want to call it Dead or Alive. I know that's wrong. I don't remember. But there's a restaurant in that one that's called
Jill sandwich.
Jill Sandwiches or Jill, yeah, something like that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Red Rising. Okay.
Madden NFL as a franchise is older than half the players currently playing in the NFL.
Yes? Wait, what?
Well, okay, at least that one's
Oh,
a full statement, though.
These hurt my head.
That one's at least a full statement. There's
Madden
no.
NFL has also appeared on 33 different video game platforms.
I'm not
Sure,
gonna do
that
the
sounds
math
about
on that.
right.
Basically,
do the
every
math on that.
console, ever since the SNES,
Every handheld.
Windows, iOS,
Mm-hmm.
and I mean every platform, bro. Turbo Duo, 3DO, Wii U.
I mean, did you read the one on here? Because I found your list of, and it's what I got distracted by. The Tetris one. 11.
If you build it, do you have a copy of Tetris for your NES? If so, you might want to dig it out and check which version you have stashed away. Oh, yeah, this is about so there's a legal copy of Tetris made by Tengen, which is Atari, and they it's a whole story. Tengen or no, Atari lied to the patent office and said that they were in litigation with Nintendo and therefore required to see their patents for the NES lockout chip. And the court just, or the probate office or whatever, just gave it to them. And so they figured out how to get around the NES lockout chip because they literally looked at the patent and the patent office did not verify. So they started making a bunch of bootleg NES games. Nintendo got really pissed about it, and all the truth came out. Um, but eventually they did get shut down. They extended it a bunch and appealed because, like, while you appeal, you don't have to stop producing the games. So they kept it in
Yeah.
court for a while. So there's quite a few Tengen games that are around. I own one specifically because it's a cool story to own a Tengen game. But yeah, this shut down once the court was like, "Oh yeah, you clearly just lied to get these patent documents and use them to make money." So stop.
Stop it.
Um, it came out on NES before Nintendo put out a version of Tetris, so it was available first.
Makes sense. I mean, that's gonna be your best way to make money is releasing games that don't already exist on the platform.
And then it brings up the Sega Genesis version of Tetris that there's like no copies of.
10 copies to be in existence of the Sega version. I guess Master System.
They won't tell you.
Says Genesis Mega Drive.
Oh, yeah. I guess that was around the time when the Genesis came out. Genesis came out in like '89, didn't it?
Sounds right. I'm sure off the top of my head.
Playing action video games trains people to make right decisions faster. Players develop a heightened sense of their surroundings, and that helps them multitask. Surgeons that regularly play video games make 37% fewer errors and perform their tasks 27% faster than peers. I would like to see that study. How'd you come up with those numbers?
Source,
Okay,
I made them the fuck up.
They do link to an NBC article.
Yeah, but like that doesn't prove the numbers aren't like garbage.
That's true. Yeah, there's nothing about it. They say how the study did it, like kind of, but um I mean it's not like BS. I don't know. People from University of Wisconsin, Dr. Paul J. Lynch, a Beth Israel anesthesiologist. I don't know what Beth Israel has to do with being one of those, but maybe it's not made up. That's crazy. Um, Rosser, who is Rosser? They
Why
don't.
is roster?
Oh, Dr. James Butch Rosser, 49, demonstrated the results of his study. I use the same hand-eye coordination to play video games as I use for surgery. He has developed a course called Top Gun, in which surgical trainees warm up their coordination, agility, and accuracy with a video game session before entering the operating room.
I don't
I'm
think.
pretty
Well,
sure you
Uh,
can't use that name.
it's like a good
no,
football player. You have to warm up first.
Okay,
okay, I
practice
believe
surgery.
you.
But yeah, play around a Smash.
Yeah, that won't just make you
Pretty sure they
angry.
play Surgeon Simulator where it's got it reversed like you need in the surgery room.
Um. So yeah.
Good, we're now all experts. Aren't y'all happy? We've been playing video games for almost 30 years, but now we're experts.
Now.
Now we're playing with power.
Yeah. Genesis, what, Nintendo Genesis? Uh, one rumor, only one. So, but luckily it's a good one. The Zelda Switch 2 console and Pro Controller boxes have leaked. Um, I don't. Are these like confirmed? These are not confirmed, real, right?
Not
One
confirmed outright, but
one of the people we watch a lot though said they're practically real.
Okay, so they're not like
the
edited images or
Nintendo knew
anything. This
about it
is
in
like
July.
authentic leaking. So probably true. Yeah. So the Switch 2, the Joy Cons are colored. Believe it or not, they are colored, and they aren't just regular green. They're like a cool, like corroded copper green, like Statue of Liberty green, but kind of darker than what you might be thinking of. The rails are gold. The left one has a Triforce on it, and the dock also has a Triforce on it, and it is half black and half gold.
Yeah, these are pretty good, and I'm
The back is and the back and the brown. The back and the bottom are brown.
mad I called it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like it's also going to be $150 more than you spent.
Yeah,
At least bare minimum is going to be 150 more than you spent.
Yep.
the
I'm
left
cooked.
Joy-Con, whatever, but that right Joy-Con's very cool. Since it's actually a different color than
Reverse of the Smash Bros. One.
I mean, the left one isn't just gray though, right? Like it's got that
it's
stone.
not
It's got
just
a
gray.
stone look on it.
It's definitely not just gray. It's got the uh
Marble kind of.
yeah. But also it looks like it's got like the controller I've got here or somewhere. Or the Switch, like it kind of looks like the Tears of the Kingdom Switch I've got for on the left, except it's not gold, it's gray, but like it's got that pattern shaping
Yeah.
that's on that one.
It's just hard to tell because this is not a great image. Even like I've seen a few
I really
other
like
images. It's just not a great image.
I really like that Pro controller.
Yeah. It's like it's so over for me.
That I think that's a must buy.
It's so Jover.
Did y'all see the back?
The back of the Pro
The
controller.
back. I posted it above the
Yeah.
King
It's
Hearthstone.
fine.
It's got so it's like half green, half black, and the top is solid gold.
Yeah.
And it's got Link on
What
it.
yeah, what are those symbols?
It's Link shooting
Link
the
and
sword
the
like back
sword,
in the
like 8-bit.
Oh, I see. Yeah, 8-bit. Okay, okay. I had to zoom in to see
yeah,
it.
you played Zelda 1, right? Where the
Yeah,
sword
yeah,
shoots
yeah.
out as the full
When
sword.
you have full health.
Yeah, exactly. I might not have been in the room when y'all talked about it. I see the Wolverine console right above this in the chat. It is confirmed to have a disc drive version.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
I
we
made sure to
discussed that.
mention. Thankfully, I know a lot of people were saying it wasn't at first.
You know, that disk drive that will work for a year.
Yeah.
At least as far as new games are concerned. But like, PlayStation ain't got games, so I I think Nintendo probably played it smart, not doing like crazy amounts of uh colors for the first year, just because of everything going on. Thank you, AI. But ooh, that is going to be a good design. I want them to announce this.
I'm just glad to know this before going to Japan, so I don't get tempted to buy one for Jewel there.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
yeah,
a
it
good
would be
point.
cool to be like, oh look, this is Jules Switch 2. We bought it while we were in Japan. But
I mean, the only like it
um,
would be literally the same thing except just a little cheaper over there. But if the alternative is paying just for a second
slightly
one, but you get
more,
that you
yeah,
actually get this edition you wanted the whole time, and she could just have mine. Then
yeah.
yeah, sold. The Pro controller I objectively don't need, but I might end up buying that one too anyway. We'll see.
That's kind of where I'm at because I don't use a lot of my pros because they've got so much battery life, you know.
Yeah.
See,
But
but
it's
I do need a pro controller for the Switch 2.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
yeah, to get that one. It can't really warrant a new system unless you like score a job. But that dude, there's your motivation to get a job that pays well. New Switch, Zelda Switch, to go with your other Zelda Switch.
Go back, collect all the Zelda consoles. Most of them are
Oh,
pretty
that's gonna.
relatively cheap. The ones that would kill you are the 3DSs.
Well, Cooper has one of those, still his.
Yeah.
I'm
And
expecting the Zelda Switch Lite to become relatively rare one day, because it was like the last one they made and no one cared. Like they made it for Echoes of Wisdom.
Yeah,
Um,
it, basically the same thing as like the 2DSs.
Kinda, yeah. And we see what happened with those. Um,
the first Zelda thingy thing was I think a Game Boy.
The which is basically just an SP version of Cooper's DS or 3DS.
No, I meant like a game. There is an SP,
Oh,
but I want to say there's earlier.
oh, that's crazy. I mean, there's a lot
Because
of
there's
Game
a
Boys.
Four
I don't
Swords
edition.
Adventures GameCube, but I don't.
I feel like
I
Game
don't know if they
Boys
did anything
are like
special.
one of my lesser known on the special editions.
It's because your mind goes to SP because that's where they did primarily a lot of them because it was so easy to just do the shell.
I mean, yeah, look at Grant's show.
that
It's
was a
sick.
big reason that I picked the Zelda one for my OLED upgrade because the Pokemon one is like cool, but I would want one of them stock, and I couldn't get the screen in anything but like solid black. They weren't doing trims, and if you look close, all the screens on a Switch and Switch Lite have color matching trims. So on the Pokemon one, it would look very obvious that the trim was missing. But on my Zelda one, it kind of looks like it makes sense because it's black and it's only gold and black. So like you're missing a gold trim, but it replaces the gold with black, which is already the other color. So it looks like you really didn't know the
Correct.
difference unless you really know what that console looks like.
Hmm.
Yeah,
They
expecting
did
that
a
to bring.
Zelda edition for this SNES with the Link to the Past, but it doesn't do anything special.
Yeah,
It's
it's
just
just a
what, the
console
box?
bundle.
It's just a console bundle. That's the earliest one according to this site. And then most of these we know about because the vast majority seem to have started. So this says SP was the first one, and then this mentions uh the GameCube I was thinking of doesn't come with 4 swords. It came with the collector's edition demo game disc.
Hmm. Oh, that's
But
what I
this
forgot.
site,
I played a little bit of the demo disc that came with Mario Kart Double Dash.
So yeah, that is inbound. Very exciting.
Maybe, hopefully, it feels like it. Look, everything's pretty easy to fake nowadays, even without AI. But like, it's a lot of effort to fake. Like if it was like
the
one or two,
consoles
fine.
are
But like,
easy
there's
to,
a bunch of them.
yeah. Consoles are relatively easy to fake. Boxes also can be faked. Um,
Also, I feel like normally, if you're
but
gonna
like
fake it for like clout or something, you would have your name attached to it and not let it go to the leakers, you know?
no, because then you can, if you want the clout after it blows up, then like the Grinch
You
leak,
can post another one.
they only told way later.
Mhm.
Um, all right, finishing topic for the week. Who is your gaming comfort character?
Ooh. Uh,
I think it's probably Emerald from the original Animal Crossing. Frog. Um, but I feel like using a life sim is kind of cheating because that's not supposed to, yeah. It was the other thing I thought of, like when you initially said this was going to be the question, was KK Slider, which is the same deal. It's he's a special NPC, but it's the same. It's still a life sim.
Yeah. Um,
Um,
considering recent biases of replaying Link's Awakening, I think Marin is.
I was also thinking, man.
Yeah, like it's just on my brain right now, but that and like I don't know, is it her or is it that melody that she sings? I guess it doesn't really matter because I think of her
little
and
column
the
A, a little
melody
column
and
B.
one and the same thing. Yeah, it's like
Grant and I are the biggest sellers of why you should play Link's Awakening.
I'm such a simp for Link's Awakening.
How I see the question, but how can I make this about Link's Awakening?
um,
I don't know. During Resident Evil 9, it was Leon because he had.
uh,
Good, I can shoot everything in my path.
I think Yoshi's a pretty good comfort character.
Yeah, okay, I'll take that.
Did you look into the final puzzle, by the way?
Uh,
Oh no, I
I know
totally
you.
okay,
forgot.
no. I feel like Pokemon would be pretty
Yeah,
decent
Pokemon's a
answer.
fair answer.
But to be completely fair, I don't know if I would call Totodile a comfort character. He is just energetic and good vibes.
Vaporeon,
No,
Lopunny.
the
You know what?
Goonerd
If
squad.
that's your comfort characters, I won't judge you. To your face.
I mean, yeah, I deserve that.
Yeah. Um,
I don't know. This is kind of a hard question.
Yeah, because, like, okay, so I've had thoughts of, like, what are my comfort characters? The characters that I'm most comfortable with, like, not just saying, like, comfort as in, like, they're characters from comfortable games. Like,
which is where my brain went.
yeah, like, because I was going to say, like, honestly, Bayonetta and Ethan Winters. And that's, like, really weird to say because Resident Evil, especially the Ethan Winters games, are not comforting at all. But, like, I don't know. I'm just like, I'm very comfortable with that character.
Mm.
Like, he's not very hard to understand. You know exactly what you're gonna get, and
Grant would invite Ethan Winters to the cookout.
for real. And not just Bayonetta, but Bayonetta and what's his face, the bartender.
Yeah, Ronan.
Enzo?
Yeah, Ronan.
No, Enzo's the little guy, right?
Yeah, Enzo's the little guy. I was trying to think of the. Because I was like, who do you mean?
Not a lot.
No, there's like 6 named characters.
All the enemies are definitely named. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, like of human characters.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, not named
Um,
some Latin phrase.
Yeah. Bayonetta, John, Enzo, Ronan, Luke, something
Luca.
like
Yeah,
that.
it's Luca.
And then the little girl, Theresa, or whatever.
Yeah, Ronan is awesome.
He's so cool he got into Smash, let's be honest here.
Facts.
that's yeah.
Cool as ice.
Assist trophy.
Mies? Can I say me? Like just in general, Mies.
Just in general. Yeah, I would agree with that. Especially like in the earlier games, like Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort. Like they're a vibe.
Really, yeah, Mies when it's something on the Wii. I don't really, and it doesn't need to be like an early Wii game necessarily. Just something on the Wii that involves Mies.
Earlier, yeah.
Like I think the Wii's and the Mii's in Mario Kart 8 are probably where I draw the line in the sand. Anything after that, I don't really care. But like, yeah.
I could see it though. Um,
I think it's cheating, but kind of like not just specifically one, but like kind of JRPG parties. The way the games are designed, you're just supposed to you spend
vibe with
so
them.
much time with them and vibe with them and become friends with them.
Which is kind of the problem with like Octopath Traveler, like the original one, because you don't like you get to know all their stories, but you don't really interact with them except
You
for
can if you
I know,
choose
but
the
like
optional thing. Oof.
but you also have to do that. You basically have to have a guide for that though, don't you?
If you don't want to just keep cycling, yeah. Because I don't know, like Persona Forcecast is they live in a small rural town, so the only things to do is hang out with their friends.
True. Any more?
Um,
I think Pokemon is a good answer, just because of
there's a
especially
lot
if
of
you play
options.
like, well, yeah, but like if you play like how we do, because I know some people just immediately throw out like their starter. But I think every Pokemon game I've always had my starter on my team.
Yeah, like Pokemon, as long as you're playing where like, your team won't always be your team, but you follow the general rules of like you always keep your starter and like you will eventually find Pokemon that you're just like I don't want to this is my main team. Like
Yeah,
and
Mhm.
you settle in by like the second or third gym, you're not really changing Pokemon that much anymore. At least until like late game depending on the
Mhm.
restrictions. So like you
Mhm.
spend a lot of time with them and you develop synergy. My team in Heart Gold, I feel like I cooked with it, and I didn't really. That one included me switching out Pokemon like last minute, like pre Elite Four. I had to do a bunch of grinding. I paid the price for it, but like it just feels so awesome.
Especially like something like say Crobat, where you actually have to raise its happiness to
Yeah,
or friendship level to be able to get it.
dude, I'm so glad of how ZA did friendship though. You could go to a cafe and spend money and then be more friendly. Because some of the friendship is just pain.
Well, and if they get knocked out, they lose friendship.
Yeah,
At least in the older games.
yes. That's why I was so glad when I started ZA and it was like, hey, you can go to the cafe and it would boost friendship. Oh, yeah, let's do that. Uh, Not a Pokemon, but in a Pokemon game. If you do it, it's a long side quest. Um, it's in black and white too, but and it's kind of unique for both the guy and girl ish. But like, it's kind of like 50 parts or 50 conversations or something. Uh, the girl you meet, Nancy, during that.
mm, okay.
It's just a fun little side quest that's kind of long that I think everybody forgets about because to do it, it is
It's
kind of
quite the startup process, yeah.
yeah. And I feel like people praise Black and White too. I don't think people played it. That's my actual opinion on Black and White too. Nobody actually played that one.
I do need to go back and finish White too. I kind of got
Hmm.
burnt out because of like when you play White and then
Playing
White 2 back to back.
it.
Did you, when you played it, did you connect White 1 to White 2 to get the bonus stuff?
Yes.
That's fun. It's just also, it's very hidden and annoying.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good stuff in White and 2 and Black 2. It's just, most of it's hidden.
I'll go back to that eventually. One of these days. Once I stop playing Gen 2 for the 50th time.
I gotta go back to ZA. I just don't like the donuts for the DLC. I was having a great time till I had to start farming berries.
All right, well, I think that's going to wrap it up for us here. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed the show. Please share us with a friend. We post every Wednesday, usually 7 a.m. Central. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, youtube.com/StormwindGames. Anywhere that you get your podcast, you can find us. Add us on Twitter at AllNightGamers with a K. Who's your gaming comfort character? Are you buying the Zelda Switch 2? Are you going to watch the GTA 6 trailer on Netflix? Let us know, and we'll be back next week, as always, for more gaming news, talk, and discussion. Thank you so much again. Be good to yourself, be good to each other. We love you all to death. See you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.